Okay, good evening, everyone. You're welcome to, I think this is the 13th class we are going to be having. It's a continuation of multimedia application and tools. Once again, we are reminded that we are here to discover what AI can do and then explore what we can make it do. That still remains our objective. Our classes usually Tuesdays, but this week, this is the last class for the year. I'm going to make an announcement. We are going to have a joint session. Everyone will come together, people from different tracks. We are going to come together on Friday. So there's going to all the tutors will have only one class this week. And then when we come on Friday, everybody will come and share their experience, what they've learned because of the Christmas holiday. And I'm equally planning that we are going to develop a program, maybe 20 days challenge or something. That's for my cohort too. Sorry, for my own track. For you guys, I don't know for what other cohorts are planning. One of the essence of the joint session also is that we are looking at towards the ending, the project might cut across different tracks. You might have to do with agentic AI combining with AI for developers, combining with you guys, AI application and tools and all that. So we are trying to figure out how we can, muster and leverage different strengths, to kind of come up with a very unique product at the end. Because it's always better if you can beat your chest and say, okay, we actually came together and developed this. Because one of the things that we need to learn is equally to work, you know. After learning the skills, the next thing is the work. So how do you do the work? How is the project coordinated? How did you participate? Were you able to work effectively as a member of a team? So these are some of the things that we're going to be looking at. So, so that joint session will take place. I want everybody to prepare for it. Personally, I am planning. If you notice, I did not drop any tasks. So I'm going to be dropping tasks tomorrow. That task is going to take us into the Christmas period and back. And probably that particular task might actually be more than just a task. I'm just thinking about it. So we advise not to drop tasks for students. We are going to create tasks and it's going to be more like a mini project, just preparing us for the main project. Because at the end of the day, if we teach and teach and teach at the end, we don't get to, encourage you or make you inclined to doing project, it means that we have actually kind of failed. So that's the announcement I wanted to make. So we're going to continue with the class. Like I said, we are done with the image generation tools. Okay, everything is all about prompting. And now we are going to look at other areas. Why did we label this class multimedia? We need to move away from image. There are other media, video, audio, and all that. So we looked at Canva, and we're going to be looking at DALI, and then I'm not sure we'll have enough time to look at Midjourney. Maybe we'll come back next year. So after that, we'll be kind of closing everything, image, multimedia, and all that. There is a lot, but the most important thing is for you to get the principle, behind the operation of all these things. So we are going to like round off what we started with Canva. We started Canva last time, and I was doing a demo. So today is going to just be demo. Canva. But before we go into it, we are going to continue with video because the last thing I did in last class was demonstration how you can generate a video. So I'm going to stop sharing now. The next thing I'm going to share is the way I share tips for audio image generation. They are equally tips for video generation. So you are going to see it come up in the screen just in a moment. Okay, I'm going to share another screen now. So they are similar, but they are not the same. If you're looking at the screen now, tips for video prompting. So one of the things you need to learn is not just jumping into the what's it called? The apps or the tools or the application, right? Is equally understanding how these things work so that you can apply it across boards. Like I normally say, there are many AI tools now that are available. Each of them are competing, but the underlying principle is the same. So the idea of this particular track in the AI is that to give people the basic understanding, give them the fundamental, and give them wings to fly so that none of this AI will scare anybody, because they are coming out every day. So they are going to be looking at for video, they are equally what we call the subject and the character, just like image, okay? So I showed you an example of a soldier returning home. So the main character is there is soldier, you know. Um, it can be a veteran, it can be a doctor, it can be. So remember everything around the character. What makes us, define this is not exhaustive, right? Character, when you talk about actor, actress, just assume roles. Okay, that's what I call role play. Is he a police officer? Is he a doctor? Is he a politician? Is he a motivational speaker and everything? You need to have all these things. And if you want to specify the sex or the gender, as the case may be, ensure you have it in the mind. You want to say, talk about character now, for instance, you want to see a female soldier, okay, is different from a female black soldier. So you see all these things they matter, looking at, the race, is it Asian, is it Caucasian, is it African? Is he an adult, is he elderly, okay. So the key words also is the person working. Remember I mentioned the things like a soldier returning home. Returning is something that, is important. Turning head, smiling, serious, emotional, interactive, gesturing, full body. If you want the full body, okay, please specify. These are the kind of things that you specify. So again, what you will realize here is that at the end of the day, it is not really the job of the AI to think for you. You understand? One of the things you would have learned in this class that there are certain things. In fact, I've said this thing. You are like the author. So whatever you can imagine, there's someone I can't remember who that got an idea, very brilliant idea, and I'm wondering who has thought about that kind of thing. If you recall, I think it was on Discord. Someone said, as I was reading my Bible this morning, something came to me. There's a way the Bible kind of describe the image. So that image she was imagining, okay, she was able to kind of take that verse of the Bible. I think she was reading Daniel. She went to generate the image to kind of picture what Daniel saw. Is it Daniel? I can't remember, So imagine that kind of thing, right? So let me call it state here. You see, what gave that inspiration was not AI. It wasn't AI that gave me that inspiration. It was the human being in her, that creative being in her that brought out that idea. Do you know that that particular idea can even be expanded? Imagine if you have like a class or children, somebody might be thinking about what kind of AI project can I give to children? You can tell the children, okay, give me a short video of the Israelites crossing the Red Sea, something like that. You know, some people will come up with some people so might be funny, they might laugh at you. So this kind of thing, see, you are being creative, you understand? Even if they don't have a system, if you're a teacher, for instance, you can provide your system. If there's a projector in the class, I say, or you're going to give a prompt that shows something, okay? They will put it in different way and it will generate, even if it is image. So that particular inspiration from her has even given me something like, you can create like a custom GPT, okay? Custom GPT called Children's Story Bible. See, you can think, I don't know, you can now go to apply some of the things that we have learned. You can say, okay, generate a full, comprehensive step-by-step strategy if I want to use AI to develop kind of Bible story for children. Okay, guess what? You can upload the whole Bible. I'm giving some of you. I thought of creating Bible. Somebody has already mentioned it. Sorry if I'm busting your bubbles. It's just Judith. Well, again, even if I'm busting your bubbles, people might not be hardworking enough to go to the extent. The way you want to approach it might not be the way another person will approach it. So imagine if you can get that, okay, maybe there must be someone that, not all the part of the Bible is very interesting. I remember there was time I was growing up, there was this Jehovah Witness book story of the Bible or something like that. That's how I got to know most of Moses, Abraham, and everything. Not even the one they taught us in church, because my neighbor had that book, and it's very colorful, and the description was summarized and everything. So what I'm trying to say is that I am sure, right? You are not the only one that's thinking about it. You are not the only one that's thought about it. Somebody might have even selected the stories that are interesting. If you go online now, if you search, you're going to see it. And then you can upload and probably create my book of Bible stories. Thank you very much, Esther. That's the book I'm talking about. It's yellow. He has a yellow this thing. That I know Abraham today, I owe it to Jehovah Witness, that particular Bible, that particular book. I would have known Moses because I now know that, I can visualize those kind of things. So imagine that kind of thing. So what I'm trying to say is that, man, this thing has opened up a full chapter, in the impossibilities. So let us leave Bible. Just imagine the unlimited possibilities that this AI has created. So it is still you, like a human being, that will kind of create that. So let us not deviate so much. Let me continue. So emotions and movement. So some of the things you need to pay attention to is, right now you're like a director. When we're talking about image, you're like an artist. When we're talking about video, you're like a director. So you need to wear that cap of director. Okay. Is it a slow-mo? Okay, is it a fast motion? Okay, is this smooth movement? Is this dynamic motion? Is there something like a camera pan, maybe pan from left to right around the person? Is there a steady movement? Is the character walking towards the camera or walking away from the camera? Okay. Natural motion, subtle gestures. Pay attention. I'm going to share this thing. So these are the kind of things that will help you to create some. This is for video creation, not video editing, because you are describing the video that will be created. So camera movements, okay, keywords, okay. For those that are not probably into the movie industry, these things have meaning. Dolly in, dolly out, pan left, pan right, tilt up, tilt down, tracking shots, crane shots, zoom in, zoom out, orbital shot, first person view, over the shoulder shots, handheld camera reel, and aerial drone shots. Please take note of this. If I give you this, take them, go. Remember, this thing is not isolated, right? Like I said, from the first one, you can say something like a female black soldier of African origin, walking slowly away from the war front with the camera panning, changing view from drone shots, zooming in and panning towards the left to show the side of this thing. So what I'm trying to say is, see how I'm picking keywords from different sessions. That's what you need to pay attention to, okay? So camera angle is very important because we are talking about video here. Wide shot, medium shot, close up, extremely close, and all those kind of things. Cinematic framing, portrait framing, landscape, and all that. Skin transition. If you have different scenes, okay, transition is how different scene. So you can generate video from one scene to another scene, and then use transition to go from one scene to another. It can be fade in, fade out, dissolve transitions, smooth, jump cut, match cuts. These are not exhaustive. So what you can do is you can upload this document when you download it and say, please give me more, of each of these. This is just something I generated myself. Okay, and I've actually cleaned it up. Okay. So lighting, okay. Um, we have a lot of, I think I mentioned some of this in the images as well. Soft ambient, dramatic lighting, neons, dramatic warm sunset, night lighting, spotlights, a glowing reflection, natural daylight. Now, style and arts what direction keywords, cinematic, hyper realistic, so that it will not give you cartoon or something like that. Um, Documentary style, 3D, Z2D flat, watercolor animation, anime style, pixel style, science fiction, futuristic aesthetics. Environments, okay, these are things I equally mentioned in the image side. We talked about, is it a modern office, futuristic city? Is it rural, classroom, factory? Any of these things can serve. So you need to equally talk about the emotion, okay? Dramatic, intense, and inspiration are peaceful, energetic, suspenseful, joy, corporate, and professional. So these are the things that will make your prompting stand out. So sound and audio direction, if supported, now you have some of these things you can bring in. So calm background music, dramatic soundtrack, soft ambient sound, and energetic rhyme. Quality and detail keywords. So now this has to do with like the quality, is here 4K. But sometimes has to do with settings as well. So I'm not going to dwell on that. Just like images, if there are certain things you don't want in your video, there are also exists what we call negative prompting specifics. If you don't want no distortion, no artifact, unwanted objects, no unnatural motion, and all that. So these are some of the things you can look at. Special cinematic keywords for those that shoot videos, they know all these things, bokeh effects. Or if you want to know what each of these things means, ChatGPT is equally there for you. Depth of field, motion blur, lens flare, anamorphic lens, film grain, slow cinematic zoom, epic wide angle shot. So there's a compilation, 20, okay, 20 of this thing. You can see some of them here. I'm not going to read all of them out. Some of them has already been mentioned here. But these are some of the top. I equally prompted to get the top because I don't have to overthink the whole thing. It gave me all these things. So what am I saying? Even if I give you this, please don't rely only on this. This is not exhaustive, but I think is enough for a beginner to start generating. So yeah, I'm going to now go to where I stopped. And okay, let me just stop sharing a bit. All right, so we are going to look at Canva, continue from where we stopped, then that mid journey. So let's jump right straight into it. So let's look at Canva. I'm going to pull up my. All right. So okay, this is yeah, this is the Canva environment. if you can see the screen, let's wait a minute. I think the screen will start showing in a moment. So once you enter Canva, this is what it looks like. Okay. This is the normal Canva everybody knows. So let me just talk a little bit about Canva because you probably need to know how Canva works because the AI is just an addition. Canva is actually for multimedia. Okay, how do you know? If you look at down here, you're going to look at presentation, social media, video documentation, whiteboard, sheets, website, email, photo editor, and all that, right? These are the major categories. Now, first of all, there are designs that are yours. So, the first thing when you enter the Canva, the first thing you're going to see is recent. Whenever you see recent, it means it is what you designed yourself. So after recent, you're going to see other ones, but that is why this first one is your design. So let me zoom in a bit. I want to give you like a summary of how this interface, how it works. So when you come into Canva, what you're going to see is three things. The first one is your design, everything you have done. The second one is what other people have done that you can use. Okay. Then the last one is where we're going to be doing anything. That's the Canva AI, right? So that's the thing. So if you look again by the left-hand side, okay, these are the important things because it could be a lot. Things can be jumping around the whole place. But I want to give you like a kind of direction of how things work. So by this side, okay, you see something that can close a menu. This menu is some of the things you've worked on recently, some of the actions you've taken recently. You can even invite people to join in each of the projects, just like ChatGPT. If you don't want to see it, you click on this stop. You see close menu, it will disappear. So you are now left with your leftward bar and then here. So now, if you scroll, I've mentioned these three, right? Now, the thing beneath the three is where you give some of your prompts or you search design. So it depending on the mode. If you switch to Canva, this place is a place where you drop your prompt. But since you are in design, that's your design. What it is now doing the function of a search engine to search through all your works, using keywords and all that. Yeah, if I call in templates, if you click on templates now, you see that is it going to assume the search engine kind of thing. See, search millions of templates. Okay, it has changed from searching from your own library to searching millions of templates that are online. If you switch to Canva AI, then you're going to be talking about prompts. So these are the things you need to get correctly when you are using Canva. So three modes: your design, templates, and what? The Canva AI. Okay. Let me go back to design. This thing will change back to what? Search. So you can search designs in your library. So these are the few things I've done, right, in Canva. Now let us look at this side. This is very important. So when you click on create, okay, you see that it will bring up the same thing. So don't get overwhelmed. You see all these things that are lined up here, okay? Presentation, social media, video, documentation, and everything is the same thing that will come out when you click on create. So don't get overwhelmed, okay? So when you click on create, all those things will come out here, right? Now, what would you want to create? So the difference now is that it gives you everything. You can now, kind of put something that looks like a prompt. This is not yet the AI version of it. This is just the smart search, You can create anything, right? One thing I can do is I can click on presentation, for instance. Once I click on presentation, everything I'm searching here. So you have to choose any of these options so that what you are doing here now, you can see. You can see when you click on presentation, Canva does a lot of work for you, right? If I want to do a pitch for anything, right? Do I need to start it afresh? The answer is no. I can come to Canva, click on, let me go back again. I'll come to Canva. I'm assuming that you've already signed up because we did all that before now. Click on this. Now, click on presentation. I want to do a presentation. Is it a startup, pitch deck? So let me click on the startup pitch deck. Okay. Now, it takes me to another. Now, this is the original Canva. It's taking me to, the edit mode where I can work on the templates I have just, selected. So this template is nice, right? I can even, like I mentioned before, whenever you open a template, anything at all, this is the usual Canva what interface. You're going to have, look at the left-hand side. You're going to have it in everything, both in designs and all that. Okay? So it's good to pay attention here. So if you look at the design, okay, you can see the designs are here. Look at all of them. They're equally lined up here. Then the elements, what is elements? Elements are some of the design, I know I mentioned a lot of design elements, the line, the text, and the color. That's why I took my time to go through the elements. So when you see elements, you're looking at shape, looking at frames and all that. Look at all of them lined up here. Okay, so some of these things, these ones are shape. When you scroll down, you begin to see some things. Category, browse category. You can browse if you click on this now, it shows you category. You can see shapes, okay, graphics, photos, videos, 3Ds, forms, audio, sticker. All these things you can add it to this particular design. So again, if you click on elements, so everything is here except text, right? Text, what is here is both shape and what? Some of these multimedia elements. So anyone you want, okay, I'm not going to do all of them. Assuming I want a photo. So let me click on photo, right? Now it is loading some of the photo you can see. Some of them have been loaded up here, right? I can search the elements. So the way I'm doing it for photo, please, that's how you're going to do it for every other thing. Okay. Let me say this startup pitch is for what? Agro business. Okay, there are some terms here. Sorry. Okay, let me just search agro and see if something comes out. You show me Afro. So this search is not well. Okay, let me use agro. Let me use their own agriculture. Okay, so you can see. Now, please, anyone you see this premium, this thing, don't use it because it is not free. Okay, I don't know whether I can zoom in. If you see this crown, okay, it's premium. So if you are using free version, it's not going to work. So let us find the one. Okay, look at this one. This one is not. So when you see an element that you want, all you need to do is drag and drop. So I can drag this thing and drop it here. Simple. Okay. Yes. Now, I will use the handle to what? Change the way it looks. So this becomes what I'm trying to say now is I'm just going to do this. I'm not going to do another one. So you can see I chose a template, right? But now I am modifying that template to my taste. So what I'm trying to say is that you don't have to do any of these designs. So some of these things, if it is Codehouse now, I will come here and edit it. I'll say Lawrence@codehouse.com. So very, very easy to use. Very, very easy to use. Lawrence. Okay, I'll say codehouse.com. I can change this to my name, I can say law, I will say farm. Okay. Presented by, I will say my name. Okay, so that's it. My company, I'll just say Code House. So this is just a demo I'm doing. Of course, I am showing you the possibilities so that you can see all these things has been, this first page. I can go to the second page and everything. So again, let me repeat. You go to your element. So let this thing not get overwhelming. Sometimes a lot of things can be jumping everywhere, right? Let me go back a bit to show you. Again, I said if you want to create anything, let me track back a bit. All you need to do is come here and click on create. How did we get there? We just chose presentation. And when we chose presentation, we type the kind of thing. So what I'm doing now can equally be applied in a video, in a photo, and all that. So don't get overwhelmed. But I was focusing on was presentation. So I typed the kind of presentation, right? Pitch deck. So I selected one of these. Whenever I select, it will now open a new window. Okay. This window is editing window where you can work on the template you have selected. So what I was saying that whenever you come to the editing window, pay attention to this left-hand side, right? You have the design, you have the elements. So most of the things you are going to be interacting with, even if you don't get anything from here, please know the elements. I've dropped picture. If you go down, you see other elements. Look at color, okay, orientation. Some of those you can see is giving me more this thing because I type agriculture. Okay. Now you can equally generate image. Okay, now that's where the AI comes in. All the things I've taught you, okay. So, but I don't want to go into that place because we have a lot of things to do. So all these elements, you have the shape, the pictures and everything. Then after the element, the next you are going to be seeing is what? The text. So the text, when you click on it, some of these texts, you can select them and change their font style, all those font style and all that. So if you like any of these, for instance, you can go down and down and down. Like there are a lot of them, so I cannot, exhaust this. So if I see anyone, again, just like the picture, it is what drag and what drop. The same pattern. Okay, so that's it. For instance, if I want to drag this one, I'll drag it. You see, it's going to appear here. I'll drop it. Okay, it's a bit transparent, but you might not be able to see it. Okay. Oh, it's not even transparent. It has come out. So I think let me go to the second screen so that maybe I'll drag this thing and drop it here because the other one is getting clogged up. Okay. All right. So if this is what I want to use for today's agenda as against the other one, okay. I can now reduce the size. The size is very easy to reduce. So I will say today, today's agenda, I will now remove this one. Okay, I will now carry this one. Removing is just clicking on it and pressing delete. So this is what I mean. So text and everything. I'm not here to kind of. So that's how all these things work. Okay. So there are other things. You look at brands. Okay. Branding is all about color, logo, font, and everything. You can add a logo, right? I can browse my system and upload Codehouse's logo and everything. So if there are other things you want to upload also, we have this upload a file. Okay, you can upload the file. You can see, you can connect it to your Google Drive, your photo, Dropbox, and everything. You can upload it from your system as well. If you click on folders, okay, you can create a folder. So whenever you upload something, it will stay there. Even if you're working on another project, you can check the folder. So Canva gives you opportunity to even, it's more like a desktop to you. So you can create a folder just like you have with your Windows Explorer as well. Okay, so it gives you that flexibility. So you can upload and keep it there so that you can use it tomorrow. So there are other tools. Okay, you can draw. Okay, you can paste a sticky note. Text is the same as what we have done before. Now, you can create a project and put this into the project or see all the projects you have created. So this project, okay, you can name it. Look at your project. I've not created, okay. I can create a folder. That's what I meant. Not these projects are single files I have created, but I can group them. So I can have a project for this class, I have a project for something else. So that's the thing. Now you can equally integrate other apps, okay? AI, voice, and everything. Okay, emojis. So we are going to come to this, but what I'm trying to show you that so there's what they call magic media. This is where we are going to come to very soon. Okay. Enter five words to describe what you want. Um, Graphics. Okay, so this magic media covers basically four things: image, graphics, videos, and what? 3D. But we are going to go to the Canva AI. I'm just rushing through this editing. The last one is what? The charts. You can create charts also here. So Canva, funny enough, has its own what I call it spreadsheet. Yeah, that's the name. We are going to look at it. So you can see that there are different charts. If you want to create an infographics, so Canva has got you what covered. All right. So let me go back. This is the original Canva. This is where we came from. Everything that we did here is all about what the templates. Okay. So the templates is what you finally transmit into your own words design. So when you finish your design, it will be, if I click on let me see whether this one I worked on is already here. Yeah, you can see it, law firm is already here. That's my recent listing. Okay, it's a presentation. So if I'm done with this presentation, I can download it as a PowerPoint. That's the sweetest part. That's I can come here and finish up everything I'm doing and then download it as a PowerPoint. So okay, somebody's asking, okay, I think the person has been answered. So when you are done, all you need to do is you click on what? So you can share. See, this the thing with apps now is share has become, in fact, if there is no share in any application now, that application. So a lot of you shared your ChatGPT, some of you shared Gemini, some of you shared Copilot, and I appreciate it. At least you've learned that you can always share your presentation. So after the whole thing, okay, I need to mention this here before we talk about downloading. You can equally present, Sha, okay, but for me, I like PowerPoint. So presentation, you can present full screen, you can have presenter view, okay, present and record. So I can actually run this slide now, if I edit it from start to finish, I can record a video. You can even add my picture there, and I'm able to even sell it as a course, for instance. So, well, that's for that. There are other things, okay? Other things like comments. You can make comments, then analytics. So I'm not going to go into all those things. The measure everybody is waiting for now. How do I get this thing down? So all you need to do is go to file. Okay. When you go to file, you are going to see download. Okay. When you click on download, it's going to show you options, right? The first option is a PDF. So if you look at this arrow, if you click on it, you are going to see different what this you can see PPTX. That's the PowerPoint. So if I click on this, there's 15 pages, save download settings. I don't want to save download settings. If I click on download, the thing is downloading, right? So it's downloading now, and when it finishes downloading, let me check my file. Maybe I need to pay. Oh well, if you ask me to pay, it's not part of this class. So all right, thank you very much. So that's for it. Okay. We can get it. That's for me. I would like to get it as a PowerPoint. So let's go back to this Canva, right? So we have finished create, choose your whatever and go ahead and do that. Now I want us to templates. I don't want us to dwell on template. Templates are all the things, the graphics people have created, presentation people have created, and all that. If you see anyone you like, okay, even videos, if you see anyone you like, click on it, and then you can modify it, right? So, so it's similar to what I have done with the pitch deck or something. It's similar. It's similar. So, template. So this is more like a crash course on Canva. Now let us go to what we have today, right? So it has downloaded, you can see, and I have a PowerPoint like that. Okay. So, but let's not dwell on that. So when you come to the Canva AI now, right, you are going to have 5 things. You're going to have design, image, doc, code, and videos. So design, if you click on it, it's going to, this one now, it will switch to design mode. Remember, whenever you come to AI, it's prompting. That's why you're no longer having search here. It's asking you to describe your idea. So if I click on design now, you can see everything goes. If I want to bring back the original 5, there is an X in design. If you close it, the original things will come back up. If I click on image, right? If I click on image, it will go to image mode, asking me for prompts. Now you see all those things have gone out. So some of the configurations of the image will come by the side of the image. If I want to get everything back, I'll close the image. If I'm working on video, if I click on video, now all the video configurations is equally here, while some of those menu has disappeared. If I want to get back my menu, I will now click on what? Click on what? X, close it back. Okay? So that's how you, that's all, though. That's all. So now let us go to, if you want to do design, right? I'll click on this. Again, design now brings up all those social media presentation, marketing, blah, blah. But this time around, It has to do with AI. So let me say I want to create a social media, let me say marketing. Okay. Now I want to describe my idea. So I will say I want to create a marketing material for a music concert. Okay. With the team. With the team. Christmas, okay. Let me say Christmas. Let me say sounds of joy. Let me just say sounds of joy. Okay. Let me see if it's happening on 20th December 2025. Create a marketing material for let me see a classical music concert. All right, let me just search. I hope something comes out of it. Okay. Right, I say I want you to brainstorming, creative direction, mapping out design elements, finalizing your design. Let's see what it comes up with. Gathering some ideas, mapping us. So my internet might not be that fast. All right, fantastical. Look at what it's created. Just imagine that's, you know, now you can see how prompts, my prompt is specific. Sounds of Joy is the name of the concert. Classical music concert, 7:30 p.m. Now, if I want to, you click on any of them, okay, I can now, okay, I can now go to, please, this might not give you the perfect, but it gives you opportunity to equally edit it. So if I go to use Canva to edit, I'll go back to, you go back to that view that I showed you guys before now. Okay. So that's why I took my time to explain that view. You're going to see your design element, blah, 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 blah. Right? So if I want to add text, okay, I'll click on text now. If I want to add text, date is not here. So let me see. Okay, let me add coming soon. Okay, coming soon is loading. Then I'll reduce it. Coming. Okay, I'll make it white. So when you click on this, all these things you see here. Okay, somebody said I should drop the prompts. Okay, that was I said. Okay, I'm dropping the prompts, copy, check the chats. I've dropped it in the chat. So I'll go back again. So please, you know that the Canva is a tool. So it's not like they are kind of removing all their tools and replacing it with AI. So what AI does is you can start with the AI like now and go back to use the normal Canva that we use. So that's why, like I said before, I saw the request for the prompts. So all I need to do is use all these things. You can see there are design elements. I can decide to put videos or something, but of course, this is a design. I don't need to add a video. But if I have a logo, I can upload a logo file on it and all that. Okay. I can now let me go to text. That was what I was trying to do, right? So you have a magic text as well, but I don't want to go into that. Let me just keep it simple. So I saw it coming soon here. I said all you need to do is to drag and what drop it there. You just wait a minute. So I'll make the text white. Look at the color here. Once you click on the color, by this side, you're going to see. So the text is white and you can actually want to reduce them. Okay, coming soon. Stay tuned. You see, I'm doing design now without any distance. Okay. So I can equally change that coming soon to what? I can change it to the dates and stuff like that. So let me drop this thing on Discord. So somebody is asking, so can I extract pictures from my gallery as sap but I think he say as background. Why not? So you have to let me you have to upload it. What do you mean by gallery? Is it folders um in your system? So I'll share this. Let me go to Discord as well and drop it. So that those that didn't attend this class will know that they are missed as well. Some people would think I'm actually inviting them for something serious. By the way, as I'm looking at this one, I want to appreciate those that drop their images. We are really going to look at them and I'm going to select and we are going to kind of vote. I like doing giveaway. It makes people want to do some of our activities. The pictures in my phone or in my system. Yes, of course, someone is asking. So look at this. Okay, you click on upload, right? You see upload files. When you click on upload files, you have this. That's the thing. So these are pictures from, okay, these are some of the pictures like this class now. Where is 13? Class 13. So these are an image of class 13 that I put on the LMS. So it's uploading. Okay. So I've uploaded it to, so I can drag it and drop it here. Chicken, that answers your question. But I don't want it, so I'll delete it. Very easy. So there is a button here, there's a command here called upload, right? To answer your question. You can upload it. So I'm not really teaching the mobile version of this today. So because of limited time, I have to focus on the web version because of the way I'm using a system to teach. And but like I did with ChatGPT, there are also ways. All these things are also in the mobile version. Trust me, they are there. Okay. So Yeah, that's it. That's it. Let's go back. So this is design. Okay. Now, again, when you come back here, you close the design. Let's go to another thing. Let's go to image, right? So this is the last image we generated. I think we have done enough of image in the last class, right? So the image we generated, I gave a prompt and I say people should drop. That's why I say I appreciate those that have done that. And we're not going to dwell so much on image because we started this off as an image AI tools and these things. So again, one thing I need to mention here is that there are styles of your image, okay? So you take your time to look at these styles. There is smart, there is cinematic concept, there is creative, there is book, okay? Bouquet. You have macro, you have illustration, 3D render, cinematic, fashion, minimalistic, moody, portraits. So these are samples that they are giving you, all right, so that you can take, if it's none, you click on none. So two things that are attached to image as configuration is first of all the style, and second one, the type of screen. Do you want it landscape? Do you want it square, one by one? So you need to know where you want to share this thing. Is it on Instagram? Is it on Facebook? Okay. You know that Instagram, they have their own resolution. Okay. So you need to tailor it down. That's the only thing you see here in the image. So you are going to drop your prompt here. Remember, whenever you are in Canva AI, it is a prompt that you're actually dropping here. Okay. So don't know whether that prompt will work here. Is it still copied? Okay, the prompt is gone. Let me copy it from the chat. Um, so here I'm going to start with imagine. Imagine a marketing material. Blah, 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 blah. Let me see. Let me see. So he's trying to generate it. Wow. This thing is powerful, Sha. Wow. So let me share this one again. Be like say the image better pass the designs. Okay. So yes, I forgot getting this. Can you yeah, of course, photo editing, video editing. Faris, thank you. I've seen your design in the chats. Interesting. Interesting. Okay. All right. So let me continue. I think I should drop it in Discord as well. So this is really interesting. Very, very, very interesting. So let us go back to um all right. Am I still audible? Just to confirm, I hope I have not gone off.
You are still audible, sir.
Okay. Yeah, that's image for you. You can see. So anything I'm generating now is being added to my library. So whenever I log in again, show me my recent. So you could see that if you dey kill yourself, so you dey generate, you won't go do design and all that. Yeah. or you have enough money to pay, see, you can do your own, right? To your own tests. It can even give you even if I don't have an idea, I'll come here and just get inspiration. With inspiration, I can go, for instance, if I want to edit this thing now, I can go. Okay, so we have generated design. So we are back to image. So what we want to do is I'm going to use the same prompt that we use for design for image. That's what I was talking about. So again, you can see we are done with design. So we're going to click on image. And then when image comes, I'm going to paste the same prompt, but this time I'm going to start with what? Imagine. Okay, I'll say imagine, and then I'll say, so I'm not going to say, I'm going to say imagine a marketing material. So I'm not going to say I want to. I'll say imagine a marketing material for a music concert with the theme Sounds of Joy happening on 20th December. Blah, blah, blah. That's what I said. So for image, right, there are styles, right? So some of these styles is non-smart. None means there will be no style. It can be smart, it can be cinematic, concept, creative. So any of these you choose is what is going to be. I'm not going to choose anyone, but there are a lot of them: moody, portrait, sketch, and so on and so forth. But I'm not going to choose any style. Now, apart from the style, another configuration is the type of screen where you want. So I'm going to leave it as default. That's 16 by 9. That's normal landscape. You can turn it 9 by 16. It can be 1 by 1, okay, or 3 by 4, or 4 by 3, or 2 by 1. These are different aspect ratios. So I'm going to leave it as this. Okay, and then if you want to generate, you click on this submit. So I'm going to submit this prompt and now watch it generate the flyer for me. That's what I was saying. The other one was a design. This one is an image. So what's different in design, you can see we even have more beautiful this thing. So that's what I shared. Okay, that's what I shared. So you could see with Canva, you can generate more, stunning, even more than graphic design. I'm not sure if you pay a graphic designer, you can do this. And anyone you want to, you can even go further and edit it. That's what I was talking about. So if you hover around it, you see edit. Okay, you can go further and edit this thing. So that's the thing, right? So let's go. Please, we now have to go to doc, right? Now the third one is documents. So for documents, right, what is the document type? Is it a blog post? Is it an email? Is it a letter? Is it anything? So let me say, okay, let me say I want to type an email. So let me choose. It's not a Twitter. If it's Twitter, you can choose Twitter. So let me say email, right? So it is doc, is an email. So I will say generates an email welcoming a new team member, to Codehouse Solutions Planet Limited. Okay. Now, some of those things I mentioned, okay. Let it be compelling and professional to excite the new intake about the future, about the huge opportunities that the engagement presents. So now this is an email, right? So Canva also helps you to develop what thought. So this is the AI. So let me see what it comes up with. So finalizing documents. Okay, welcome to Code Solutions Planet. Okay, let me click on it. Okay, listen, um, welcome to KodeCamp Solutions Planet Limited. Exciting opportunities await. Dear blah blah blah, you put the team member. On behalf of the entire KodeCamp Solutions Planet Limited team, I extend a very warm and enthusiastic welcome. We are all incredibly excited to have you join us on this exciting journey. At Codehouse, we believe in the power of collaboration, innovation, and growth. We've cultivated a culture where every team member feels valued, supported, empowered to contribute their unique skill and perspectives. We encourage open communication, celebrate our successes together, and learn from every experience. Get ready to be part of a team that's not just colleague, but a supporting family. Code Solutions Planet is on a rapid growth trajectory, and your arrival is a testament to our expanding horizon. Fantastic. This is a fantastic time to join us as you will have opportunity to make a significant impact. Contribute to the groundbreaking projects and develop your skill in a dynamic and supportive environment. We are committed to providing you with the resources and mentorship that you need to thrive and achieve your professional growth. In your first few weeks, you will be introduced to your team, our key projects and processes that drive our success. We will ensure you have a clear understanding of your role and responsibilities, and we will provide you with opportunities to connect with the colleagues across different departments. We encourage you to ask questions, share your ideas, and actively participate in team discussions. Your insights are valuable, and we are eager to hear your perspective. We are confident that you will quickly feel at home at Coolhouse. Once again, welcome on board. We are thrilled to have you as part of the Coolhouse family. My brothers and sisters, if they send this kind mail, give you. um, you can see what we are talking about here. So Canva is not just for design, people that do this for design. So you can see, not just that, it even animates the thing itself. Even give me some design, give me some headings and everything. So I can equally use Canva and what design the editor, but I'm not going to do that. That's an example of it. So for you to close it, you close it back again. Okay, right? And then it gives you back these 5. The last one in the last 10 minutes, I'm not going to go into coding, right? None of us here, we are not developers. So I'm jumping it and I'm going to move right straight into what? Video. So when you click on video, video will have its own what? Configurations like style. Okay. Is this cinematic and blah, blah, blah. Okay, black and white. You can choose anyone. Okay, photorealistic. So for me, I think video, I'm interested in it being photorealistic. Then the frame, let me leave it as this. I don't want audio. Framing, Okay, wide shots, mid shots, top down, and everything. So I don't want any of this. Lighting. Uh, I'm going to leave that for now. I'm not using anyone. So you are going to describe your image. Okay. Okay, so now let me make it a little bit interactive. Someone should drop like a description of an image that we can use. Just a short 5 seconds image. A short 5 seconds image. Any ideas? Don't worry, don't worry. Let me just start. So I'll say, let's go to that our this thing and pick. Okay. I'll the character will be a age a mid-age black engineer at construction site with building plan or construction site looking this action word now at the building plan with heavy equipment moving in the scene. Okay, let's see. Video clip. And that, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to use it to end the class for today. And I want to announce why the video is generating. I want to announce we are going to have a joint session on Friday. Please come excited. I want you to tell others what you have learned. Don't fall my hand though. Don't fall my hand. So I hope this video generates within the time of the class. Okay, if not, I might have to share it with everybody. We have a hard stop at 8:30 and this is 8:27. So let's see what this prompt is able to give us. And then we call it. Hello? Hello?
Yes, sir. I can.
So, yeah, this is the video. So what I said, I generated a mid-age black engineer at construction site looking at the building plan with heavy equipment moving in the scene. So you can see, so this is hyper realistic. I could have chosen any other thing. So this is it, ladies and gentlemen, and this is 8:28. So what I'm saying is that with this prompt, let me equally drop the prompts in the chat session. Also, for those that want to try it out. So the thing is telling you I've created this thing so far. So free version I can only create 5. All right, so thank you very much. Let's see you guys on Friday. Come very prepared, and it's not like a class. You need to come and share your ideas and everything. I hope you people are learning. Okay, I hope every day you come to class is actually worth it. Again, there's no way Lawrence will be able to share everything, but my job here is like a guide. I open the door and you see all the possibilities. So, thank you so much. Imole, over to you. The video is not playing. What is playing? I hope you are seeing it now. All right. Thank you, guys. Bye.
Bye, everyone.
Okay, Imole.